Knights of Apollo. What's up, guys? It's Pixelated-Apollo. So great to have you here. We are back playing Third Age Total War, and this is another custom scenario made by Synn of the Darckcloud. This time we are at the mountain fortress of Cirith Ungol, which, in case you guys don't know, it's basically where Shelob lives. It's that great fortress, which I'm pretty sure Frodo, when he gets, paralyzed by Shelob, the orcs take him, and I believe it's this tower right here. This is where Sam saves them or whatever. So yeah, pretty iconic fortress. It's actually nearby Minas Morgul, just to give you a reference of where we're fighting at. So we're pretty close to Mount Doom here. So this is not a historical battle, but this is going to be a bloodbath of a fight. So what we have here is a free-for-all, and we've got some really cool factions in this one. So we got the Kingdom of Arnor as one of the factions, and then over on this side we have, yes, the dwarves. We do not see enough of the dwarves, so it's great to see them. And then over here we have Rune, the runic people, and then we have the High Elves, and then of course in the center defending this great mountain fortress, we have Mordor. It would be cool if he had some spiders in here, but I think spiders cause the game to crash in most cases. So unfortunately, Shelob is out sleeping or just going to get groceries. I don't know what Shelob's doing. But yeah, it's a free-for-all, and they're going to fight to capture this fortress. Poor Mordor is going to be in the middle of it. It's going to be really interesting to see what factions work together or backstab. It's going to be really intriguing. Also, I like how all the roads funnel to this center fortress. Like, that's really cool. So it's going to be pretty abstract, pretty interesting. Let's go ahead, check out the army comps, and then we can finally get this bloodbath going. So we'll start with the Kingdom of Arnor, commanded by Mr. Deluxe Penguin. He's got some dismounted Dunedain Knights and some Arnor men-at-arms. Lots of pikemen, which look really cool, marching into position. And the rest of his army, he's got some Dunedain Rangers. He's got a catapult, which is always great to see. Some Arnorian heavy archers, some cav over here, and more Dunedain Knights. Wow, actually a lot of dismounted Dunedain Knights. Dunedain Knights. These guys are actually really good. This army is really good. I think all the armies are going to be like ridiculously OP, so that's going to be fun. So moving on to the High Elves, commanded by Lord Laramie, or Loramie. He is bringing some Eldar Enway swordsmen. So swordsmen, archers, spearmen. He's got a ram over there. More spears over here. I think in the back he's got like Mithlin nobles. Here's some lancers, more spears this way. So it's mostly Eldar Enway. Here's a catapult. I think everyone has a catapult, which is good. It's good to see that. Here's some Mithlin nobles as well. So let's move on to the next army, which is Rune, commanded by Miles and Davis. Now he has, of course, the Golden Boys. Now someone told me how to pronounce this, and I think it's pronounced Luki Narim. Now I don't know that for sure, but I'm just gonna stick to it. You know what? I'm just not gonna say it. So he's got some Narim, and he's got some clan crossbowmen and some Javies over there. He's got the Gamp Rim and more Gamp Rim, so a lot of halberds. Look at all the halberds, 4 units there, and then 4 units of the Luke Flag Rim. And back here he has the Clan Guard, and he has his general over on horseback, the Innis Rim. So pretty cool formation. I like Rune's army here. It looks pretty great. And then moving on to the dwarves now, commanded by Tempo X Ghost. He's bringing some Volt Wardens, some Iron Guard, lots of Iron Guard actually. And let's see, what else does he got here? Some Dragon Slayers, Guards of Khazad-dûm. So pretty sick army here. Lots of heavy infantry. Just a lot of Guards of Khazad-dûm. And here's the Dragon Slayers with the general in it, I believe. I think that's the general. Is that Gimli? That's Gimli. Gimli is in the house. Welcome. Look at that. I wish I could zoom in, but I'll just edit it or something. But yeah, there's the dwarves, and then finally looking at the defenders, just bringing a bunch of Uruk halberds. He's got the Black Numenorians over here, some Olag High ready to defend the town center, some Uruk archers, Troll catapult, and yeah, I think those are the armies, and we can go ahead and get this one started. By the way, Mordor here is commanded by Synn of the Darckcloud. I don't know if I said that, but I'm going to say it again. And really, what this is a race. this is a race to the fortress, because you can take the town center and capture it through time. So being one of the first armies to show up is actually a pretty good idea, because if you can set up a defense here and just hold out for 3 minutes, but that's the tricky part, you know, you gotta be able to break down Mordor's defense, get in there, form a defense before the other armies show up, which is again gonna be really tricky. And it should be interesting to see if the armies actually engage each other in the streets here, or they're all just going to meet near this fortress and just slaughter each other. Alrighty, so welcome back, guys. I did make a fairly large cut there. You just missed a lot of troop movement. I'm just gonna real quick show you what's going on this map here. So you can see the elves, they've now marched over to this side of the fort, and then on the other side we have Arnor going through this very thin road right here, and the dwarves are actually getting, oh, hang on guys, let's get to those dwarves. Here they are. They're actually going through another thin road here. Now they could potentially meet up with Arnor and attack Arnor, or they could help each other in taking out the first layer defense of this fortress. Now this is where things get really interesting, just the way these roads funnel into each other. Since it's a free-for-all, I don't know if they're gonna like have to kill each other outside here, and then whoever wins then attacks the fortress, or they're just gonna try to stay away from each other, get inside the fortress, and then kill each other. There's no room. There is absolutely no room for any kind of alliances or anything like that. So it's gonna be really interesting. I wonder what the players were thinking at this point in the battle, if they were trying to talk to, you know, the dwarves and Arnor. They're like, hey, let's not kill each other right away. Let's try to break through here, and then we can decide who will take this fortress. So yeah, as of right now, we're definitely looking at some hardcore strategy thinking. The elves, they've got their archers in position. They were firing at Mordor. I think Mordor just went ahead and took shelter behind some of these rocks here. He does have a small force, let me show you, way back here, watching the flank. I guess he's a little worried that Arnor might come down this way and flank around, which is always an opportunity, or there's always a chance of that happening if Arnor's, you know, trying to take out some enemy forces with cav or something like that. So let's see what happens here. Okay, we do have a big archer fire. This actually looks really cool. I like these walls here, but we've got a lot of Uruk archers firing down at some Arnor men-at-arms, which are just going to retreat. They're falling back. So all players are just, they seem so, oh wait, no, we got a cav engagement over here. The dwarves getting charged by some Knights of Anúminas, but it was not a deadly charge. In fact, that was pretty deadly for Arnor. Not really getting a lot of kills here. They're gonna go for another cycle charge here, and they are gonna do some damage. We got some dwarves coming up this way. So yeah, there's no alliance here between men and dwarves. They are going to kill each other and try to gain control of this area. Let's see what's going on with Rune and the elves. So the elves, let's see, they've got some troops going through this pathway. He might be trying to form a nice defensive right here in case, or a nice defense in case Rune tries to break through. Rune has been really passive, extremely passive. He's just been sitting here kind of waiting for an opportunity. But remember, there's a timer here. So if the time goes out, then the defender wins. So the defender, what he needs to be doing is just trying to convince the other players to kill each other. That's maybe just trying to get some good cav charges here and there, but we do have some artillery firing into this blob, and we have some infantry engaging Arnor men-at-arms. Look at this. The knights were slaughtered. Look at the crossbows coming in, wiping out these Arnor men-at-arms. The dwarves are very strategically holding this choke point here, this mountain valley, almost like the 300 Spartans, and they're doing a lot of damage. Oh, and there we go, more artillery fire incoming. Oh, right over their heads, but they are getting peppered down by some crossbows. Let's see, are they gonna send in more? No, it looks like he's gonna disengage there, and they are not going to commit to this fight. So again, the time is against them. Time is against them. Let's see if the elves are gonna go for the push. Elves are actually, wow, look at this. The elves are peppering down Rune. This is crazy. So yeah, they're trying to slow down Rune. Rune is now pushing up some of their archers. But they are getting hit hard. Look at that. Just, oh, and we've got artillery now firing down in this position. My goodness. Here comes more artillery. Oh, just right over their heads. And this unit is already down to 105. I think it originally started with like 146, somewhere around there. So they've lost about half. So now they're down to 90. Okay, they haven't quite lost half, but you know what I mean. He's using fire arrows, and most of the arrows going into the side of the mountain, so not a great start for Rune. Now he needs to try to push his army that way, try to silence these archers. This is just such a great position for these elven bows. They're going to get a ton of kills. And there's that trebuchet fire. Let's see what's going on the other side here. Let's see. The dwarves just kind of holding back. You know, he knows he can hold back. Is there a way to get behind the dwarves? No, it doesn't look like. So this is a really good position for the dwarves. But again, they got to attack. They have limited number of time. I think they've got about an hour, I think, to take the fortress. And there's probably about 40-ish minutes left. But we do have some elves who were marching this way with the ram. But the Uruk archers doing some damage. And check this out. Now Mordor is firing their catapult. And I think Mordor, what they need to do is they need to help any of the attackers that are losing. Because, I mean, obviously you want to take out the stronger faction. But here comes a charge here of some swordsmen who are just getting ripped apart by those fire arrows. They are down to 76. They need to quickly move over there. He needs to send some of his cav to try to run down these runic archers. Let's see if he can actually engage in melee. Here comes another volley. Oh, hold tight, Eldar Inway's swordsman. Hold tight. Let's see. Can they actually reach? The archers are falling back, and we do have some infantry charging in over here. So this is a really dynamic battle on this side. So Mordor's got to be feeling good about this start. Oh, there we go. Now he's using normal shot. That is great. They're now down to 65. He's going to lose this unit. There's no way. This unit of flag rim soldiers, they are going to wipe out this elven unit. They were able to catch up to some of these archers, but it's not really going to do much because these archers are pretty much wiped out regardless. Now they're down to 47. They're eager though, so they're not breaking anytime soon. They still have archer support from the other side of the cliff there. And Rune is trying to stop these guys as much as possible. Let's see what's going on the other side, because we do have some stuff going on here. Looks like Arnor was going... Well, actually, we've got some Black Numenorians charging in. Check this out. This is actually the general, too, of the fortress. Now, he doesn't necessarily need the general because he has infinite morale in the town center. But this is fairly risky to charge out their men like this. And now he's sending out some Uruks. And he's got some more Black Numenorians coming over this way. And the dwarves are now marching in. I mean, this is just insanity. I mean, there's so much going on in so many different locations, and there's a lot of strategy going. This is why I love free-for-all siege battles, because you never know what's going to happen, and you never know when an enemy will stop killing each other and focus on a different opponent. But yeah, lots of arrow fire coming from these archers up here. Just really melting away the soldiers of Arnor. That's a pretty sweet angle right here. Pretty good spot. If I was in this battle, I'd definitely want to be an Uruk archer. You know, you've got this nice safe wall, watching enemies slaughter each other outside of the wall. That's a great feeling. Great feeling. Now the elves are focusing their archers on some Uruks on the other side, so they are they're fighting on two fronts here, trying to take out Rune here. Wow. These swordsmen are down to 6, and they're still fighting. They must have a crazy amount of chevrons. Oh, we got an archer freaking out here. Oh, God. I love it. Yeah, but that's pretty much it for the elven charge there. You might want to get some cav on that side. Let's see, he's got more troops coming over this way. I think he was actually going to try to attack the flank of the dwarves. But the dwarves, they have some iron guard watching the flank, watching the other side, in case the elves do actually, you know, commit some forces over there. But the elves are not going to go for it. And honestly, so far, I think Mordor's winning this one. I mean, the attackers are just being way too indecisive. They need to get going. I mean, someone's got to win here. That's the tricky thing. The tricky thing is how those streets all funnel into each other. So it's gonna make enemies, you know, get really close. They gotta try to avoid killing each other, at least for now. I mean, I don't know. It's tough to say. I think, honestly, if you are one of the attacking armies, you gotta take out a nearby army. So I think the dwarves need to take out Arnor, or vice versa. And then they can commit the rest of their forces to take the fortress. Honestly, this is what they should do. Okay, so hear me out. The dwarves should take out Arnor, right? And let's say the dwarves win. And then whoever wins on this side, they should work with the dwarves so they can attack the fortress at the same time. And then once they're both inside the fortress, they can fight over the town center. I think that's how it should go, you know, that's how it should turn out. But we'll see what happens here. A lot of skirmishing going on, a lot of players who are indecisive, just trying to figure out what to do in this kind of, you know, scenario. But we do have the High Elf catapult trying. I think he's going to try to take out some of these walls. Oh, they can actually do damage to the walls, so maybe he can open up an opening here. This is really cool fortress, though. This would be a sweet, like, 3 versus 1 kind of siege battle. But free-for-all is really cool, too. It looks like he's trying to run some Uruks out of range of those archers, but they cannot escape the range of the elves. Really good bow experts over there on the elven side. And we do have a small elven force marching towards Arnor and the dwarves. There we go, got some archers firing down. Definitely, hopefully Mr. Deluxe Penguin here gets into loose formation. I don't think it's a big deal though, because his archers are not getting fired at. And then I think I heard a catapult back here. Yeah, I think they're firing standard shot. Or maybe that was the dwarven catapult. But look at this, the dwarves are forming a nice protective wall around his catapult. Also, he's got some crossbows. So now they're kind of working together. The dwarves and Arnor trying to take out these Uruks. And here's some spearmen getting shot down. I guess he's using these guys a bit as a meat shield. Oh, look at all those bolts coming in. Oh, and there goes some of the walls, guys. Oh, and then he gets a hit on some of the troops stationed on this ramp. So the wall is down to 61%. So I think what should happen here is that when this opens, the dwarves just, they chug for it. They just run as fast as they can and try to get inside this fortress and use the defenses against Arnor while fighting Mordor. I don't know. It's risky, but oh, here comes the elves as well. Look at this. The elves moving in. Things are getting pretty intense pretty quickly. So we got a unit of Uruks outnumbered. Nothing they can really do here. They're just going to sit back. We do have a charge here from the Eldarinway swordsman. There they go. Charge! They're going to take them on. They should be able to beat them pretty easily. Got a lot of archer fire coming into the second layer defense here of the fortress. And now we have some spears coming in to attack the swordsman. So the elves going for a very bold push. And now here comes Rune. Rune is seeking an opportunity to either help the elves or destroy the elves. The elves, they have a lot of reserves back here. I think they're watching Rune, making sure Rune doesn't get behind them. Now we have a ram coming in. This wall is at 66% destroyed. Let's see what's going on the other side. The dwarves are moving in some iron guard. Let's see, was this wiped out? No, not quite. It's at 94%. It is so close. Actually, 99% now. The gate looks like it's open as well. Archers up on this cliff. Such a cool angle right here. And of course, we've got the troll catapult who's firing into the ranks of the dwarves. Let's see if they can get a good shot here with the catapult. Oh, actually, they're going for... Oh, hold on, hold on. We got Arnor moving this way. Arnor preparing for the elves. And the elves are gonna disengage. They're gonna disengage. That's hilarious. So that's really interesting. Really, really interesting. I'm surprised Arnor is not trying to take advantage of the dwarves being, you know, the dwarves focusing their attention trying to take out this fort. Arnor could easily flank around these guys and try to engage them there. Let's see what's going on this side, because this is just madness over here. And there goes the first wall. I'm just glad the walls, you can actually destroy them. Oh, and then we got some catapults coming in this way. Look at this. This is awesome. I don't know what it is about the elven armor, but I love seeing them on the battlefield. And we've got the halberds taking on some swordsmen. Where is Rune? Rune is marching up here. They do have a couple troops watching this flank here in case the elves do engage, but the elves are committing a lot of their forces. And look at the time is almost halfway gone. So they gotta keep moving. So they are at the gates, about to knock down the gate. It's at 47%. Rune is nearby, and they're actually pushing behind the elves. The elves are screwed, and this is why everyone was afraid to engage, because you don't want to get caught out like this. And they are gonna get wiped out by the artillery. There goes the wall, though. Maybe the elves can try to escape their doom and get inside this fort, and it looks like he is going to try to charge. Oh, please tell me they can charge in. There we go. At least the gate's open. So they have two openings there. He needs to quickly move because he has two options. Either turn around and face Rune, or keep pushing forward, try to take out this Dwarven or Mordor's defense here, and then use the defenses against Rune. Look at all this infantry moving in. This is so awesome. Such a cool battlefield, and they can go into the openings here. So here comes the elves. Mordor holding some troops back in position. He's got a lot of black Numenorians. A lot of elite small units. And the dwarves are still taking out some of the Uruks over here. Here's some black Numenorians trying to get some hammer and anvil. Now they're moving up some Vault Wardens. And Arnor, what is Arnor doing? Oh, he's taking on some orcs over here. And he's still pushing. Arnor is leaving. He is leaving that position and is now going to flank around on this long road to try to attack. So maybe they did come to some agreement with the Arnor and the dwarves, where they're like, look, dwarves, you attack here, I'll attack the other side, and then we can slaughter each other. So that is really interesting, really, really interesting. Let's see if that pays off for Arnor, but for now, let's see if the elves can try to save their army from two walls of enemies. There we go, spears coming in to try to cut down Arnor's troops. Or not Arnor, Rune's troops. And wow, the Uruks actually able to defeat the elves over here. These Uruk halberds. And look at this, look at the madness in this fort over here. The elves just pushing through all of their troops. Oh God, that is disgusting. Really good artillery hits right there. That is very unfortunate for the elves. What an awesome battle this is. Man, these scenarios are just so much fun. Fun to play, fun to watch. There's the Witch King. Archer's still firing down. I think that was Gimli over there, telling his men to hold the line or something like that. Sounded like Gimli. Yeah, but the elves are in trouble. They are in big doo-doo. As that one terrible character from Star Wars would say. Jar Jar. But yeah, the archers are holding back here, just firing on multiple flanks, trying to take out Rune. And here comes Rune, closing in. The elves are surrounded over here, getting cut down. And this is no longer a battle. This is a massacre for the elves. And oh, with the catapults coming in, not good, not a good sight. Let's see what's going on with the dwarves though. I think the dwarves, well, actually, well, hold on. So maybe the dwarves didn't have an agreement with Arnor, because Arnor is still fighting the dwarves. So the dwarves have some iron guard trying to take out the Arnor pikemen. Let's go ahead and zoom in on the mini-map here. So yeah, Arnor surrounded, his pikes are surrounded, and pretty soon the dwarves are going to be able to push inside this fortress and attack the other. It's looking really good for the dwarves. It's looking extremely good because he is all by himself over on this side. The elves are getting cut down. You know, dwarves hate elves. And Arnor and Rune are going to have to fight each other. Rune setting up a defense here, getting ready to take on the mobilizing Arnorian soldiers. The elves are here on this side as well. Again, oh, I feel bad for the elves. They are surrounded by Arnor and Rune over on this road, and they're also surrounded by Mordor and Rune. But they're still hanging on. They're still hanging on. They're not completely wiped. Oh, jeez. Yeah. Oh, that is disgusting. Just disgusting. So what a battle. And the elves are just putting up their final stand over here. The archers trying to fire down as many runic soldiers, trying to take them out. Oh, more artillery shots coming in. That's so gross. That is, I feel so bad for the elves. And here comes the dwarves forming a shield wall here. They still need to get the gate down. We got a charge, a sally out here by Mordor. I don't know if this is a pathfinding issue or what, but he's got some Olog High charging out. Let's see, where's he going for? That poor orc's just trying to retreat. Oh jeez, what was that? I think that's just the elves getting slaughtered, executed by that artillery. I like this epic stand here by the Mithlin nobles watching the other side of this opening here. Look at all the burnt up elves over here. That is disgusting. Oh man, what can you do against such reckless hate? I feel bad for the elves, but I respect the fact that they were so aggressive. But now they're about to about to lose. And oh, here's the elves holding back the kingdom of Arnor. You can see the fortress in the background. Look at all the arrows coming in. Not a good sight. Taking out those Mithlin nobles. We got some Dunedain trying to flank around. Such a cool battlefield, it really is. Alright, so the elves are still hanging on over here. They're getting a lot of kills. Look at this. The flag rim just kind of standing here as they're getting shot down by those elven bows. But they're going to they're going to quickly try to silence these bows. But Rune is losing a lot of soldiers over here. Let's see if the dwarves are okay, finally the dwarves are pushing in. I think there is a bit of a pathfinding issue right here, so they had to go through the gate. Oh, and here comes, some artillery firing into the dwarven ranks. So the dwarven army forming up here, pushing in more and more troops. Alright guys, so this is it. This is the race to the top of this fortress. Who can take it? The dwarves, elves, Rune, or Arnor? Or can Mordor hold against such numbers? Such numbers. But Rune's just kind of waiting. Rune's not engaging, just waiting for the elves to be wiped out. Which makes sense. He's still fighting over here though. There's the elven general. He's down to 4 men. Oh, here is that wait, that's not Legolas, is it? Might be, it might be. Can't tell, he's moving too quickly. But Rune actually lost a lot of good soldiers here from that archer fire. Now Arnor and Rune, they're about to have a standoff here. Arnor just trying to take out this elven, small elven force. Alright, let's see what's going on the other side here. Oh, Rune's charging in. Rune is engaging. Or at least one of the elven yeah, he's taken out one of these elven bows. He's got the clan guard going in. Ah, man, I feel so bad for the elves. But the elves are still hanging on. Look at this. They're still hanging on. They're not giving up just yet. Not yet. See, at this point, I think the elves should just go after whoever they think is going to win to try to weaken them. You know, because they're pretty much out anyways. Except for these archers, man. They're probably racking up tons of kills. Standing their ground, never giving up, even though they're surrounded. Oh yeah, jeez. The halberds, man. The spears just evaporated off the battlefield. Those archers, man. Ridiculous. So the elven archers are they're actually gonna hold their ground. They can actually flank around this way and support some of their troops that are getting surrounded here. Let's see what they do. Rune is kind of, well, Rune's kind of running low on troops. So I think it's gonna be down to Arnor and the dwarves. I don't know. Here comes the elven Mithlin nobles. I think the elves should have kept their army together. Just not able to form a nice solid force. But Arnor is going to have to be able to push through this, and he's going to lose a lot of soldiers doing that. So this is looking really good for Mordor. But here comes the dwarves, though. Oh, jeez. Pushing up this ramp. Look at this. This is disgusting. The orcs are pushed back to the walls. And yeah, the dwarves are just using their mass to push through this defense. Look at this wall of spears. Look at that. Oh my god. So many iron guard in one area. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Here comes the catapult. Oh god. Oh, this is not gonna be good. He's gonna wipe out so many dwarves here if he can actually get that thing firing. Their crossbows trying to take out the troops who are up on this ledge right here. Oh, look at this. That is awesome. There's crossbows firing at these poor archers who are not even firing. They're just kind of enjoying themselves. They're like, oh, what an epic battle. This is great. Oh my god, yes. A great hit there from Mordor. Wiping out so many troops. God, that is just disgusting. More and more dwarves pouring in. An endless river of dwarves. Let's see. Oh my god, was that another good hit? Oh my god, that was even worse. They got to take out that catapult. There is no hope for these dwarves here. Look at this push. This great dwarven push. So many lives lost. The dwarven general, he's just like, push. Push. It's our only hope. What a fight, though. What a beautiful, beautiful fight. Oh my god, that is disgusting. That's like taking out 100 dwarves at a time. And look at, they're breaking. The dwarves are breaking. It's just not enough room. Not enough room. They can't form up. Those crossbows need to focus fire. Yep, gotta take out that catapult. Alright, let's see what's going on the other side. The elves are, in a way, kind of helping Mordor now. Because they're trying to take out Rune. Which Rune is a pretty big threat to Mordor. And now the forces are retreating from this opening here. What a cool base, though. I really like the layout. It's very simple, but really awesome. Archers still having ammo is ridiculous. Time is almost up. Arnor needs to move in, and they are moving in. So we got another great battle over here between Rune and Arnor. Oh, nice artillery shot. I don't know if that was the Elven artillery or Rune's artillery. I think it was Rune. getting some friendly fire there. But we got a lot of troops fighting, holding it out, holding off this Arnorian push. Here comes the pike cheering. Yeah, someone needs to break through here and attack the other side of the fortress, or the dwarves are screwed. Look at this push. This is disgusting. The amount of troops in one area. And time is less than halfway over. Or more than halfway, I should say. You know what I mean. And you mean what I know. You know? You know. Alright, but here's Rune. I don't think he should commit his forces. I think he should take care. Like, either defeat Arnor and the elves and then push in. These guys are just killing each other. The defenders are going to win this one. I tell you what. Whoever wins this needs to quickly move to that fortress. Oh my god, look at the amount of archers over here. And the lag is just unreal at this point of the battle. There's so many troops killing each other. But the archers are trying to focus down some of the clan crossbowmen who are forming up on this. Look at this. There's no escape. There's no escape. And what is this? What is this? We got troops breaking through, going for the catapult. Trying to take out Rune's catapult. And we have some cav. This is really good for Arnor. Extremely good. But do they have enough troops? They have a lot of archers, which is going to be key in this defense. But yeah, they don't really have an army. They don't have much. The dwarves, though, they're still going strong. They got the guards of Khazad-dûm moving in now. They're running out of troops, though. In this catapult, I think he's trying to form a different angle. Oh god. Oh god. Yeah. Oh, these dwarves, they're so. I can imagine the player just being like, oh, he's probably like clicking right here, like, just get past him. That's all he has to do is break through these orcs, and then he can just swarm and take out all the defenses. Oh god, okay. You know, honestly, the catapult shot, the catapult shots, they can be a lot worse. I mean, there's such a big target. But Mordor is running low on troops. And here comes the elves. Look at this. The elves are never giving up, man. That is great. He's got his archers and his general holding out in this fortress, kind of helping Mordor at this point. And this epic battle over at this flank is extremely close, which is not good. It's good for Mordor, but it's not good for the dwarves. Get a bird's eye view of the situation here. Rune, I think Rune's gonna lose this one, just because they've got a lot of archer support over here. Arnor has a lot of archers, which are about to take out those crossbows. Do they have troops back? Oh, these look like troops, but no, they're, well, technically they're troops, but they're dead troops. What a fight over here. Yeah, but with Rune being surrounded, they should break pretty quickly. There's the Dunedain. They silenced that catapult for now. Now they're closing in on the general. Got to take out that general. He is close to dead. He's down to 3 men. 2 men now. And he's stuck in combat against the dismounted Dunedain knights. Who knows? Maybe the elves just, you know, they hold out until the very end and they just win this one. But does Olag... Oh, there goes the general. There goes Rune's general. The elves taking on the Olag High. And the dwarves, man, they're pushing, but they're just constantly getting harassed by that catapult. Someone's using some special abilities. Oh, no. Oh, jeez, dwarves, come on. He still has a lot of troops, though. The dwarves can win this one, I believe. I believe. Just gotta be careful. You don't want to push too hard where you just slaughter your troops, your own troops. Oh, another good hit there. Look at this front line. This is disgusting. Here comes some Dragon Slayers. More reinforcements coming in. Oh, elves! Elves are in the center! How? How did they break through? I don't know, they were able to sneak their way up this ramp, and they're taking it. But they are easily slaughtered, and the timer is gone. So Mordor, they're losing a lot of troops here. And let's see who's winning this fight over here. It looks like Arnor. Arnor is victorious. Finally able to defeat Rune. After killing their general, their men most definitely broke or they just died. And there goes the elven general, slain, dead. And look at the battle that took place over here for this choke point. And now Arnor needs to desperately push to get inside this fortress because the dwarves might get there first. So this is going to be one hell of a finale. What is it gonna be? Who knows? Who knows? The elves are just kind of running around causing chaos for these Olog High. We're just trying to cut them down. This is pretty much it for the infantry from Mordor. So Mordor needs to kill enough dwarves to where Arnor can come in and finish off the dwarves and win. I mean, who do you want to win at this, at this point? Because there's a lot of archers. Arnor has a ton of archers. Not so much infantry, but a lot of archers. And here we go. The dwarves are finally breaking through. Oh yeah, look at this. They're taking this. Here comes a nice charge here from the, looks like a Nazgul. Trying to take out these Dragon Slayers. Oh, nice hit there from the catapult. What a laggy mess this battle is. There's still a lot of time in this battle, so it's going to be really interesting how this one turns out. You can see Frodo up here is like, oh no, they're attacking. I don't know what Frodo's saying. That's a pretty good, Frodo impression though. All right, here we go. Here comes Arnor. We got a couple troops bugged out over at the walls here though. Oh, this is gonna be so interesting. The Olog High, they're really the last ones left. This is just madness up here on the Great Fortress. Here comes the rest of the dwarves committing now their guards of Khazad-dûm because they realize that they need to take this before Arnor shows up. Some Olog High coming down here to slow down Arnor. And here comes some archers. Try to get them up on the walls or something. Can you even get them on the walls? Pretty sure. Why is this archer's short? Maybe they're out of ammo. Oh, that's not good. Arnor really needed that ammo. Yeah, Mordor's getting cut down. Cut down. Got a nice fight going on here. Catapults trying to get into a better... Why? Honestly, they should be using the catapults on the dwarves. Unless Mordor just wants the dwarves to win. And look at the elves. They're just chilling over here. Oh, they're breaking. Okay, they're glitched out. I'm like, what are they doing? They're just chilling in the corner. Oh, yeah. Here comes the mighty dwarves. Ready to take the town center. Yeah, let Arnor come up. There's no reason he should be slowing down Arnor. Arnor needs to push and help out Mordor take out this massive dwarven army. I don't know why he's trying to slow him down. Let them come up. Let them attack. Because you're going to need their help. Quickly, let Arnor get up there. Just ignore this catapult. Got some archers back here. He's got a lot of troops still pouring into this fortress. Yeah, just run past. There he goes. There he goes. He needs to quickly reform. Take that center. Oh, this is going to be so bizarre how this battle ends. I'm getting like 9 frames per second. Here comes the guards of Khazad-dûm trying to take the fortress before Arnor does. Arnor now pouring in. Yeah, Mordor and Arnor need to work together at this point because the dwarves are just so powerful. And I think they have enough to take it. Oh, who's in control though? I think the dwarves are in control. Oh, there it goes. There we go. Arnor coming in to slaughter these dwarves. They've been waiting a long time for this opportunity. They had to get through an army of rune to attack the dwarves. There's some abilities coming in. Lots of arrow fire coming in, I believe, from the archers. Yes, we got a lot of archers back here just firing. More and more soldiers pouring up this ramp, trying to stop the dwarves from capping the town center. But do they have enough? I don't think so. More archer fire coming in. Using fire arrows, trying to break the enemy, but I think he should use standard shot. God, this is just a laggy mess. Look at this. And, oh, look at that. The dwarves are going to try to cut off Arnor. Trying to close this position right here. Not letting them form up here. Yeah, Mordor should not have tried to, oh, there we go. Catapult fire coming in. He's still, oh, that's what they're going for. They're going for the catapult. He's able to get one shot there. Got men killing dwarves. Orcs killing dwarves. Dwarves killing dwarves. Okay, not really. The pikemen just barely make it on top of this this platform. The catapult has been silenced. The dwarves are in control. Look at this. There's only 2 minutes left. They only have to hold for another 2 minutes. The archers are trying to fire as quick as possible. He needs to go back to standard shot. I don't know why he's using fire arrows. I mean, you're not going to break the enemy. There's just too many. Look at this beautiful battle. My goodness. Yeah, I think the dwarves got this one. Yep. That's a shame. That's a shame. Not saying that this would have changed the outcome, but when the catapult, I don't know what was going on here, but Arnor was slowed down by the Mordor's catapult. He should have just got it out of the way and let Arnor come up to try to stop the dwarves here. There's only a minute and 40 seconds left. There goes the general for Mordor. And now the dwarves are pushing back Arnor. The dwarves are victorious. Just have to take out a final unit of Black Númenóreans. You got the general taking the town center here. He's in shield wall formation. The guards of Khazad-dûm holding off the forces of Arnor. Oh, we got forces going into the center here. Maybe he's going to try to retake it. Look, an elf. Remember when there was elves on the battlefield? That was great. Oh, they silenced the timer. They bought more time. Not that it matters. Doesn't matter at all. The elves have this one. There's no way. Yeah, look at, they're pushing them back. There's no way. And just look at the battlefield. Look at all of the dead. This has been a ridiculous battle. So many fights on so many fronts. And this one's gonna end here with the dwarves taking the fortress. There's actually a fight going on over here. What? The dwarves, I don't know what's going on. Catapult crew are killing each other. Alright, so the dwarves are back in control. And yeah, I think it's safe to say that the dwarves win this one. Maybe the timer runs out, but we're gonna go in 6
There you have it, guys. The dwarves take the fortress.
There's no longer time left on the battle, and well, there's time, but the dwarves they captured the center, so the time went out. But yeah, great battle. This one was really good. I love these free-for-all siege battles. Just a bloodbath, and really it came down to the dwarves just being untouched. I mean, first off, the dwarves have really good infantry, but no one fought them. Arnor fought them a little bit, but they gave up on that and then went around this way to attack Arnor, or Rune, sorry, attacked Rune, and Arnor just took too many casualties and really couldn't do anything about the dwarves pushing through. And even though the dwarves were getting hit hard by that catapult, just didn't do enough damage. So Synn the Darckcloud getting the most kills, no surprise there. Probably got a ton of kills with this catapult, but this is a victory for the dwarves here. Captain Gimli, and also getting a decent amount of kills. The elves also getting a lot of kills, which is kind of surprising because they were surrounded. And then Rune and Arnor getting about the same. So looking at the kills here, I want to see what those catapults got. Troll catapults, 501 and 389. My goodness. Let's see what else. I think that's the most. 341 with this Black Numenorians. So really good fight here, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. I do not have a download link to this scenario. Maybe the scenario creators can give it to you. I got it through an email, so it's not uploaded anywhere. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this one, be sure to leave a like, a comment, share, and subscribe if you want to see more epic battles. Thank you once again, and I will see you next time.